are we creating our own reality? And if so, how do we control it? So I've had my own experience with these concepts that happen to line up in a really specific time as I moved out of the corporate world into starting my own companies. And what makes me think there is truth to this reality creation concept is the evolution of my own path and the creation of something I had in my imagination that I felt strongly about, that actually became my reality. So the base of this reality creation construct is that you essentially are the sum of all your thoughts and feelings, and especially the thoughts and feelings that are tied to one another, where you actually feel into specific thoughts and have an emotional reaction is actually creating your reality. And it's a delayed effect. But this combination of thoughts and emotions is how you see the world. And so you say, well, how do I control this? Well, the first is to go internal and take some time to quiet the mind. A lot of people do this through meditation. This is how I became stronger at this from a conceptual level. But to really try to be the owner of the domain over my thoughts. You will never stop all your thoughts. I mean, that is a train, an unstoppable train, but you can slow them and you can watch them and you can manage them. So as you start to get this sense of being between those thoughts and seeing them for what they are and having a better sense of how emotions build off your own thought process, you can start to think, well, if I can see the thoughts and emotions that are negative, and I believe that those are creating reality, well, then if I have a strong framework of the reality that I'm actually trying to create, I can essentially interject into my mind thoughts and feelings that are aligned with the reality that I want. And before I even knew this concept in depth, you think about things that you've done in your life that simply started as an idea, that started in your head. And it's something you really wanted and desired, and maybe you put effort into it, whether you did or not. You ended up in a lot of times in a place where you achieved what you had in your imagination. So you have to begin to ask yourself, is imagination truly the starting point to reality and creation? I believe it is. And then the bigger question then becomes, well, if my imagination is infinite in its capacity to think of things that I could be doing, can I create a reality that has no limitation? And the answer to that seems like it might be yes, which is crazy, right? That's super exciting. All the possibilities lie in front of you. So you can experiment with this concept. Don't take my word for it. Think in your mind of a place where you'd want to be. Start to craft that ideal life in your mind. Start to think into it. Start to create the feelings around it. And then your other part is when reality starts to attach to that, because you have strong thoughts and emotions around it. And you see signs of that being a potential in your reality. There will be signs pointing you in a certain direction. You have to act on those. The barrier that a lot of us have is we have ideas and thoughts and emotions about certain outcomes that we want, but we don't take action on them. So the idea is that you fearlessly take action based upon the thoughts and emotions you have of something that's exciting and inspiring to you. And you may become the creator of your own reality in that sense. Like I said, again, we can start small. I mean, we don't have to have something crazy, the mansion, the crazy car, private jet, whatever it is you're thinking. We can start small here. So exercise this in practice and see if it works for you. Envision what you're seeking in your mind. Feel the energy around what that looks like. Put yourself in that place mentally And when the opportunities start to present themselves, when reality starts to try to point you down the direction that it knows you're trying to create, you go after it. You free yourself from any risk or concern, and you follow the signs and steps, and you become the owner of your reality creation process.